Hello everyone, it's Ali and welcome back to the Heffy Doodle YouTube channel. Today I've done another interactive card for you using these really cute dinosaurs from the Dino Time stamp set, and it's sort of like a two-step slider, I suppose. The sliders work at the same time and brings the dinosaurs together in the middle. So very cute, and love using this dinosaur set. It's one of my favourite ones. So there's the Dino Time set, and I'm going to use the two little dinosaurs from that set. I'm going to stamp them out in some Memento Tuxedo Black ink so that I can colour them with my Copics. So just quickly stamping those out. And I'm going to also stamp two of the trees from that set out, and I love the trees because they're a solid stamp, so it gives a little bit of variation. So I've used bundled sage, old paper, tea dye and gathered twigs. So the two greens obviously for the canopies of the trees and then the browns for the trunk. And it took me a few stamps. I did just use my normal distress ink, so I just took a little bit of stamping. I think I did two stampings in each colour, if you like, to get a really nice coverage of ink on those trees. And then I did the same with the trunks as well. Just went around the edge with the lighter colour. And then I just wanted to show you this bit because this is how I use my dies. I don't cut them apart. I generally keep them together if I can. And then I roughly cut out my image and then stick it behind my die with a bit of washi tape and then run it through my die cut machine. Some of the dies obviously have smaller ones inside bigger ones, and you do have to cut them apart, but mostly I try and keep them together. Then I've used my metric stitched rectangles to create a frame. Love this die set. I use it so much, and it's so great because it fits my size card, which obviously if you're outside the US, card sizes are different. So that's where the metric rectangles come in so handy. A bit of Kaiser craft pattern paper to go behind everything, and I'm just going to attach that to my card, and then the frame will sit on the front. So I need a little bit of a sky sort of scene to go behind that frame. So I'm just using my tumbled glass distress oxide and just running that over with my cloud stencil. Not too dark, just keeping it fairly light as a bit of a background piece. And that's how my frame will sit. So I need some grass. I've just used a light bit of green card, and I've cut a grassy edge and then cut it to the same size as that cloud piece. I'm going to use one of my slider dies to cut two channels, one towards the top and then one underneath to the left a little, and keep those pieces that came out of the slider die. A 3D foam now to just lift that piece up a little bit. You wanted to create two channels for two pieces of acetate to slide through in the background here. The idea that I'm doing there is I've stuck my 3D foam onto some what we call baking paper here in Australia, and I cut it on that and then I remove it to place it on my card, which I find is quite a handy thing to do. So there's my two channels, and I'm going to pop in the acetate, see if it slides okay in the two channels. Now I've stuck that onto the cloud piece, and then my frame is going to go over the top. So I obviously just need some 3D foam at the top of the frame and just glue it at the bottom because that's already raised up with that grass area. Sticking my acetate in there. And they need a stopper so the acetate doesn't slide all the way through. So I'm just putting a bit of 3D foam at the end of each one, which will be hidden by the frame. And then I'm going to slide in my acetate pieces like so from the other end, and then when you pull them, they'll bring the dinosaurs together. Time to stick the frame on now. So just attaching the 3D foam and then using some glue down the bottom part of that, and then I'm just going to press that on. And I've also attached my trees to the scene, and I'm just putting back those little pieces, those little strips of paper that came out of the channels. Now I'm going to add just a few boulders and rocks with the boulder dies from Heffy Doodle. And now it's time to attach my dinosaurs to those acetate strips. So I've just used some 3D foam squares. I've made sure the acetate's pushed all the way through to the stopper, and then I'm going to stick the dinosaurs on the end like so. And then when you pull the acetate, they meet together in the middle. Very cute. I've just stamped out from the Beary Big Heart set some flowers so that one of the dinosaurs can give the other one some flowers, and your pretty Rawsome sentiment as well from the Dino Time set. Would make a great little Valentine's card as well. So that's it pretty much. Oh, and I did stamp a pull here from the Interactively Yours set, which is again one of my most used sets. It's so useful, and just stuck some little half circle tabs on the end of the acetate. That's the card. So I hope you enjoyed it and that you give an interactive card a go. And thanks so much for joining us on the Heffy Doodle YouTube channel. There will be some videos that you may enjoy watching again right at the end, and we will see you again next time.